It's come to my attention that not every Kengan fan has read Kengan Ashura 0, and if you have, I would appreciate it if you watch the video anyway like a true Chad. So what is Kengan 0? It's pretty much 7 chapters that cover the history about some Kengan characters that can kind of be considered a prequel to Kengan Ashura. It features a dedicated chapter about Cosmo, Wakatsuki, Gaolang, Hasad, Hanafusa, and 2 chapters covering the history of the Kengan matches alongside the rise of Metsudo alongside his first Fang Kurei Iryo, which is pretty cool. It also features the art style from a later Kengan Ashura, so the art is more impressive than early Kengan Ashura. Now I'll cover some cool things we learned throughout the chapters. Help me reach my 2021 goal of 100k subscribers by subscribing if you're new to the channel or you just haven't already. It's free and easy to do. Also consider checking out the description for the Discord server and my Twitter. Now enjoy the video. So chapter 1, titled The King of Stranglers, I wonder who that's about. The first part of chapter 1 is focused on Cosmo and his relationship with his younger brother, alongside his school life while doing some insane training on the low key for the Kengan matches. We know he's 17 at this time, with us learning that he's most likely been training for the Kengan matches since he was 14, maybe even younger, due to what his brother says here. The later half of the chapter is Cosmo getting the chance to fight a new popular professional fighter from the mainstream fighting world that's on a pretty decent win streak. The fighter also got paid to fight someone like Cosmo by this mad lad, but of course Cosmo is way above mainstream fighters even at this point and easily rolls him. He also forced the guy to retire from fighting due to being rolled so hard by a high schooler, and how the match was just to get Cosmo ready for an up and coming Kengan match in like a week, so big rips to that dude. Chapter 2 is titled The Wild Tiger, and really is a backstory focused chapter about Wakatsuki, and in my opinion one of the best out of the 7. We see Waka as a child who's kept in a lab due to his overwhelming power that he can't control, with him even breaking controllers while playing video games. That's how much of a powerhouse he was even at the age of 7 at this point. His future employer, who's young at this point also, tells Waka to hit him with all his power, as he wants Waka to use his full power for the first time in his life, and as expected, Waka is already a monster at this point and absolutely destroys him. But this event also allows Waka to learn how to control his strength, so this dude is an absolute legend. We also cut to a 20-year-old Waka who's already a Kengan fighter and doing this type of shit. So yeah, Waka since birth has been an absolute beast. Chapter 3 is titled The Thai God of War, and obviously it's about our boy Gaolang. It starts out covering some of the relationship between Saw Pang and Gaolang, which is some pretty funny stuff. The next part is this Japanese fighter who wants to become the new bodyguard of King Rama, but the condition set by Rama is that he needs to defeat the current bodyguard Gaolang. This fight is actually pretty important in covering the power of Gaolang. The Japanese fighter is a professional wrestler who thinks he can win if he grapples Gaolang, but Gaolang's jabs are way too fast and rolls the Japanese fighter before he can even attack with his grappling strategy. Chapter 3 is titled The Arabian Whirlwind and can be used as a backstory for Hasad. Sadly, he didn't get too much shine in the main story of Kengan Ashura. The chapter covered a pretty cool and short fight with his brother at the start and pretty much the whole chapter, and is pretty much the only time in Kengan where we get to see the true power of Asad instead of getting rolled and being alongside Medicine Man in later Kengan Ashura parts. Chapter 5 is titled The Dissector and is about Dr. Boy Hanafusa, with it covering a top secret investigation he's on, with him being an absolute mad lad during this chapter. I really enjoyed this one, with it being also very unique compared to a lot of other Kengan stuff. That's why I also enjoyed it, and learning a lot of cool stuff about Hanafusa was pretty cool, and it's always fun to see Hanafusa going crazy and doing what he loves best. Chapter 6 and 7 are both titled The Conqueror. It starts out with young Metsudo after World War II, who's already being a mad lad. We also learn during this time that he was a kamikaze survivor. We also have a young Kurei Iryo who's been hired to kill Metsudo at the start of chapter 6, but Metsudo is too big brain and Chadley that he gets Kurei Iryo to become his representative fighter due to Iryo respecting how crazy and how much of a finesse king Metsudo was at this point. And also around the same time, Metsudo just got the chance to enter the Kengan matches and was looking for a fighter, so this was perfect timing for him to get, a crazy Kuro clan member trying to kill him, just, recruit him to be his representative fighter. And as we know, Kurohiro became the first fan of Metsudo. This is where we get a time skip where they've rose up the ranks, but they're still not at the top yet, including this mysterious guy who defeated Kurohiro. But this defeat from this mysterious guy led Kurohiro to go back to the Kuro village and learn and master all the Kuro clan techniques until returning to Metsudo to be his fighter. And then I'm assuming they went into fight like an Annihilation Trauma or something, winning, and then Metsudo becoming the chairman ever since then. In short, these two chapters demonstrated why Metsudo truly is a legend and how he has so much power in the story currently due to how crazy and how much of a mad lad he truly was. But yep, that's it for today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to read all of Kengan Zero, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord and all the other good shit, and yep, that's it guys, peace.